Now, if you have understood the solution, then you can easily write the code. It is not a big deal. Hey everyone, myself Suman. Welcome back to my channel. So today in this video, I'm going to explain one particular problem which is available in InterviewBit, A4Geeks, LeetCode, as well as Codeforces. So this is quite popular problem. So let us understand the problem statement first. You need to count the number of ways to split one array into three contiguous parts with equal sum. So to understand the problem statement, let us consider one example. Suppose you have 1, 2, 3, 0, 3. This is one array is given to you, and you need to find out all the possible partitions where each of the part is having equal sum. So here we need to make three partitions, and for all the partitions, the sum of all the element should be equal. So in this case, as you can see, we have only two ways to do that. Basically, there are two available solutions for that. One is having the big O of n log n complexity, and another one is big O of n this time complexity. Now I'll be explaining this big O of n complexity, but to understand this solution, you need to have the basic understanding that how it is working in case of big O of n log n as well. Now, suppose you are given one array, and first you need to find the eligibility of it, whether you can make it equal some partition or not. So for that, basically you need to count, you need to prepare the sum of all the elements divided by 3. So if that is divisible by 3, then basically you can make a partition of it. So in this scenario, we are good to go with this array. Now let us understand the solution visually. So if you place the first partition bar here, then you are basically having three possible areas where you can place the second partition bar. Means then only you will be having three different parts, correct? Now if you are placing the first partition bar here, then you are having only two possible indices where you can place the second partition bar. If you place it here, then that is the only one possible way you can basically make the three partitions. Now I have prepared this table where you can find minimum possible ways to split one array into three different parts. But I am talking about technical possibilities, not the mathematical possibilities. So to do that, mathematically whether it is possible or not for one array, so for that we'll prepare two arrays. One is prefix sum array, another one is suffix sum array. So prefix sum array will basically help us finding all the valid indices where we can place the first partition bar, and the suffix sum array will help us finding the valid indices for the second partition bar. This prefix sum array, we can calculate it. It is a cumulative sum from the start to end of the given array. And for the suffix sum array also, the counting starts from the end. So in this way, we found out the prefix sum array and suffix sum array. The sum of all the elements in the given array is 9. And for each part, the sum of all the elements must be 3. So this prefix sum array will help us finding all the valid positions where I can place the first partition bar. So wherever we will be finding the value 3, there we will place the first partition bar. As you can see, this is the first place where I place the first partition bar, and this is our first partition. Now we need to find out all the valid second bar positions for this particular first bar position. Now the minimum possible location is this, where I can place the second partition bar. But mathematically whether it is possible or not, we need to verify it from the suffix sum array. So in this case, we have only two places where we can place the second partition bar. So we need to count all the places where I can place the second partition bar. This can be done using a loop. Basically, if you are considering a loop to count all the possible locations of second position bar, then the time complexity will get increased. So for the implementation purpose, we'll again use one cumulative array. So instead of using this suffix sum array, we'll be using the suffix sum array in this way. So wherever we'll be finding out the value 3 from the end, we'll place 1, and we'll be doing a cumulative sum from the end to the beginning. So from the end to the beginning, for each cell it will hold the number of valid second position bar till that point. So the answer is this point. At this point, if we look, then I can easily find out all the counts. Now if you have understood the solution, then you can easily write the code. It is not a big deal. So this part basically checks the eligibility of it, whether we can process this array to divide it into three parts or not. And this part will decide the suffix sum array. that flags. First we are placing wherever we are finding value 3, we are placing the flag over there, and after that we are doing the cumulative sum in the suffix sum array. Now this is the location where we are finding all the second position bar valid locations for a particular first position bar. So this is the actual solution which will give you O of n time complexity, and you can take a screenshot of it for implementation purpose.